The customs, courtesies, and tradition are really tied to another one of the essential characteristics of the profession, esprit de corps. It's really connected to our winning spirit.
It's what links us to the past. This idea of wearing awards and wearing shoulder patches is what links us, to our past members, and it's extremely important.
Customs and courtesies are important because it's not just about the here and now. It's about paying respect to a profession that's been around for a long, long, long time.
Getting soldiers to understand the history of where the Army has come from, and everything that soldiers before them have gone through, it helps with unit cohesion, morale. That's always been one of the big things that has been important to me.
At the closing ceremony of the PLDC graduation, we sat down and this announcer comes on and he starts going over the roles of the NCO through 1776, here's what the NCO looked like, and so he's walking out in costume. And then right behind him he describes another role of the NCO, and here's a guy who's coming out in a uniform of the guys of the War of 1812. And so on until finally you get to us, and here's a guy that comes out, and so you look on the stage and you just think, man, this is where I'm connected to. This is where it's coming from. It's not just my experience. These are experiences of guys from the Revolutionary War onward.
Courtesies is somewhat related to discipline. Courtesies are that we greet each other in a professional manner in accordance with the rank. We salute each other. We give deference to people in positions of authority. We demonstrate great respect to the more experienced professionals in our organizations.
It's just that civil way that we deal with each other, the courtesy of a salute. It is a courtesy that should not be taken lightly, but can show how disciplined a person is just by how sharp an individual might salute or return a salute is extremely important.
I think those different customs and courtesies that we have establish the hierarchy in the Army. Junior NCO, or junior enlisted rather, is going to stand in parade rest for an NCO because that's Army doctrine. So that's the rule we're going to follow. We're not creating our own rules as we go along. How that helps us accomplish the mission is that's just exemplified by us doing what we're supposed to be doing. The Army has everything figured out for us.
As a civilian, when we hear the national anthem played, we will stop what we're doing, remove any headgear that we may have on, and place our hand over our heart. When a attention to orders or an S1 is reading or publishing an order for whether it be a promotion or someone receiving an award, civilians will rise, maybe not necessarily to the position of attention as defined in the military, but show the same respects and honor the traditions and perpetuate the customs and courtesies that the military, which is ultimately who we support.
I think it's important to have the customs, courtesies, and traditions in the Army so that we remember the bigger picture, the fight that it has taken to get to where we are and the overall evolution that we continue to grow, but yet we still carry on where we started. And I think that's very important.
I remember when I first went on active duty, joining the 503rd Parachute Regiment in Okinawa. And one of the first things the battle group commander did to all the new lieutenants in the battle group is that we sat down and watched the film of the combat jump on Corregidor. It was impressed upon me very early that people before me had served honorably, they had served with esprit de corps, and they had sacrificed. And that was the lineage that I was now part of.
Just as I wear the 101st patch on my right shoulder, that links me to the guys who jumped in on D-Day in Normandy. And so when I go to my old battalion headquarters and first of the 502nd Infantry Regiment at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, the linkage to the guys in Vietnam, the linkage to the guys that were in D-Day are all in the hallway. That link to me is extremely important.
We talk about customs and traditions in the Army, and that contributes to our esprit de corps. It goes all the way from the very most basic aspect of the necessity of physical fitness to things like unit formals. You know, and that's part of what generates the spirit of the Army, the esprit de corps. That's the glue that holds the Army together, that causes the Army to function.